You know, it's crazy how every day brings something new and interesting to the table. I attended this local food festival today, organized by the Italian food community here in Seoul. It was great fun. I got to share my Korean-Italian fusion recipes, and man, oh man, people love them. I saw Gite there, and we were catching up about everything under the sun. Remember Gite, right? The friendly supervisor from my restaurant. And Soo Min, my mate from the restaurant, was there too. We took a break from the workday routine and enjoyed some good Italian cuisine. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you about Roger. He's a contact from the culinary community. Well, we discussed creating dishes with a distinct fusion flavor combining the best of Korean and Italian culinary traditions. Now that got my creative juices flowing for sure. Remember our chat about mixing things up with Korean-Italian fusion recipes? I used some of those ideas today. I know, right? Surprising, but yep, that happened. You'll find it funny, but I did take the suggestion seriously and created a Korean BBQ pizza. And can I just say it was an absolute hit? Now I'm thinking about what Ju Hwan mentioned, kimchi with spaghetti. Spicy spaghetti. That might just be an interesting twist. Speaking of Ju Hwan, did he share with you about his coding gig the other day? That guy is a genius. And Yuna, she was telling us about the sea turtles in her latest documentary. Too cool, huh? Anyway, on a not-so-cool note, my oven at home is giving me a tough time. It won't heat up properly. So that's a bummer, especially since I've been thinking about trying out my fusion recipes at home. But I guess I might have to shop for a new oven soon. Ugh. Oh, and remember that beach trip we all were planning? I just arranged everything for it, so looking forward to some good old sea breeze. It's been forever since I last took a break. The excitement is building up, I can tell you that. You know what's funny? How we all are battling our own kind of bugs, be it in the kitchen, the ocean, or in coding. I find it amazing how our lives are so different, yet we find common grounds. I guess that's what makes our bond so special. You know what's funny? Today I felt like a culinary Sherlock Holmes, venturing into the belly of Seoul and boxing its soul into photographs of its food market. I know, right? It was an adventure of its own kind, getting lost into unexplored corners of Seoul's buzzing night markets. My mate Sang-woo, the shutterbug, and our fellow explorer, Ji-ho, joined for the fun. I managed to add some candid shots to my portfolio. The local food stalls, folks enjoying the local cuisine, everything around was literally asking to be captured. It's amazing how delicious food not just satiates our hunger, but also binds us people, don't you agree? Anyway, I just can't wait for our joint venture next Saturday with Yuna and Ju Hwan. Yeah, they are on board for the food and photography expedition. Imagine that, exploring city avenues, tasting the best of local cuisine, and documenting our adventure. And you know Ju Hwan, he wants to sprinkle some of his magic coding dust into it. He suggested an augmented reality food tour. Can you believe it? Man, the city of Seoul isn't ready for us, my friend. Talking about friends, how can I miss sharing Yuna's story? You won't believe it, she had a close encounter with a dolphin during her dive. I know, spectacular, right? Speaking of spectacular. You know what's amazing? I decided to seize the day and do something totally random. Pop-up pottery workshop. That's where I landed today. It was at Gangnam, and I had such a blast shaping the clay into dishes. I thought, why not put a bit of myself not only in the food, but in dishes I serve it in? Isn't it a cool idea? Yuna got pretty excited when she heard about it, and Ju Hwan jokingly asked if Kilimanjaro was next in line. Ha, that guy. And he came up with another fusion idea for us, Bites Imp Dishes, our food tour documentary coding extravaganza. Quite a mouthful, right? And guess what? Yuna seconded it. That's how we roll with our crazy ideas, each one topping the previous. It's simply mind-boggling how our varied interests are coming together to form a unique blend. I mean food, technology, travel, coding, documentary, and altogether it's making the journey all the more adventurous. Man, have I told you how grateful I am to have this circle of brave explorers around me? Always ready to dive into something new and come out with shining faces regardless of the outcome, just savoring the experience. You know, it's deliciously ironic as a chef. I prepare dishes, and today I prepared dishes in another sense, and soon I'll be serving my spaghetti on them. Imagine the customer's surprise when they get to know the chef of the day is also the potter of the day. Just gives a whole new meaning to handmade, doesn't it? Now, moving away from the world of clay and pottery, let's dive into Juwan's world. His code bug turned out to be a kraken. My rescue offer is still on the card. I told him to hang in there. Now that I think about it, it kind of symbolizes how we support each other in our wacky adventures, even if they are as different as chalk and cheese. Speaking of, I need some pizza dough now. The restaurant won't run itself, would it?